Ever feel like your inbox is a digital hydra? For every email you slay, two more just pop right up? Yeah, you're not alone. We are all drowning in data. And we were promised that AI would be our life raft, but let's be honest, a lot of the time it just feels like another simple tool. So today, we're going to explore how to truly master AI, to turn it from a simple task doer into a powerhouse for your entire workflow. The world of work is changing, and the scale of this thing is, well, it's staggering. This isn't some slow, creeping trend. We're talking about a massive professional evolution, and it's happening faster than pretty much any shift in modern history. The data makes it crystal clear. Standing still is just not an option anymore. And this chart, wow, it really lays out the urgency. Just look at this data from LinkedIn's latest report. That first bar, it shows that by 2030, a whopping 70% of the skills that most jobs need will have changed. And you can see in the second bar how people are scrambling to keep up. The rate of adding new skills has skyrocketed by 140%. And the third bar tells us why. 75%, 3/4 of knowledge workers are already using AI. The race is on for sure. So here's our game plan. First, we'll dive a bit deeper into how fast work is changing. Then, we'll look beyond just simple automation. After that, I'll walk you through how to actually get started. And finally, we'll uncover a much smarter way to work with AI.
Right, so like that data just made incredibly clear, this whole professional evolution thing, it's happening right now. The ground is literally shifting under our feet, and the only way to stay standing is to understand this new landscape.
So, how do we adapt? A lot of us are turning to AI for simple stuff, right? Like answering an email or summarizing a document. But that is just scratching the surface. The real game changer isn't just doing the same old things faster. It's about building entirely new and frankly smarter ways of working.
And that brings us to this really key concept, Intelligent Process Automation, or IPA. Now, this is not just some bot following a simple script. No way. IPA uses sophisticated AI to actually understand context, to handle all that messy, unstructured data, like the stuff in your emails and documents, and even make some pretty complex decisions.
This slide really hits on a crucial difference. For years, we've had what's called robotic process automation, or RPA. You can think of it as digital mimicry. It's great for those simple, repetitive tasks. But IPA? IPA is a genuine leap forward. It's cognitive. It doesn't just copy what you do. It understands, it interprets, and it adapts. It's the difference between a simple macro and a true digital partner.
So the real goal here is to shift your mindset. You've got to become an architect, not just a user. Stop thinking about these little one-off tasks. Start thinking about designing custom, intelligent workflows that are built specifically for your unique goals.
Okay, so that's the theory, but how do you actually do it? Let's get practical. Here is a framework you can use to start building your own AI-powered systems, like today.
It really boils down to these 4 steps. First up, you have to map out your current system. You can't fix what you don't understand, right? Find those bottlenecks. Second, choose the right tools for your goals, not just whatever's trendy this week. Third, and this one is so important, plan for the human side of this. Get your team ready, communicate everything clearly, give them training. And fourth, don't try to boil the ocean. Start small. Pick a non-critical pilot project to test things out, learn, and build some momentum.
And this is just such an essential reminder. You could have the best tech on the planet, but it is absolutely useless if your team doesn't adopt it. Integrating AI is a cultural challenge just as much as it is a technical one. Success really depends on bringing your people along for the ride. Okay, now we're getting to what might be the most important part of this whole explainer. We've been talking about building smarter systems, but there's a really fundamental mindset shift that you have to make to unlock AI's true potential. And, kind of weirdly, it has almost nothing to do with the final output. Have you ever asked an AI to write something for you and what you get back is just blah? Generic, kind of mediocre, totally uninspired. You are not alone. And there's a really good reason for it. And believe it or not, it's probably not the AI's fault. The problem is that classic principle from computer science: garbage in, garbage out. As AI researcher Vicky Zhao points out, most of these big language models are trained on the entire internet. And while there's some incredible stuff online, let's be real, most of it is pretty average. So when you ask a generic question, you get a generic, average answer back. And here it is. This is the secret, the aha moment. Instead of obsessing over the process or the output, the real leverage, the real power, is in using AI to dramatically improve the quality of your inputs. If you feed the AI higher quality, more nuanced information to begin with, the output is going to be exponentially better.
Let's make this real. Let's take a classic business problem. Say you're a manager and you need to figure out how to improve your team's performance. What's the first thing you do?
Well, the average approach is to just type that question into Google or a chatbot. And what do? You get this super vague, unhelpful advice like focus on goals or use open communication. Yeah, thanks. But what if you change the input? What if, instead of the average internet, you feed the AI high-quality academic research on team dynamics? All of a sudden, the output isn't vague advice anymore. It's a set of specific, actionable levers you can actually pull, like focusing on team composition or task design or leadership styles. I mean, the difference is night and day.
This is the ultimate reframe. Why would you just be a passive reader of insights from places like the Harvard Business Review when you can use AI to process the source material yourself? The goal isn't just to consume insights, it's to become the source of insight, to be the HBR for your own organization.
So it all comes down to this. The most powerful way to use AI is to shift your thinking. Stop asking it to do the work for you. Start asking it to help you think better. Use it as a cognitive partner that can process incredibly complex information and help you generate totally new insights.
And this goes way beyond just our day jobs. As LinkedIn CEO Ryan Roslansky says, the real opportunity here is to think bigger. This isn't just a tool for your own personal productivity. It's a tool that can be used to solve some of the biggest challenges we all face.
So that leaves us with one final question. It's not about which tool you're going to use or what task you're going to automate. It's this. What is the first piece of high-quality, complex, nuanced information that you will feed your AI to generate an insight that nobody else has seen? Because that is the new frontier of knowledge work.